we talk about the ceasefire that we see today and further negotiations and discussions that are ongoing, one would say that it would be important as well for everybody to be honest in that conversation, where the IEA has been put in place to check those who are there to the rules of the game. And IEA itself has over time said Iran has not broken any rules, But everybody else concerned in that conversation has maintained that Iran, in one way or the other, is breaking the rules. So why is it that those who are at the forefront in setting up IEA do not trust IEA when they tell them we do not have any nuclear development for warheads, yet they played an important role in setting up this institution to tell the world where the position is at? But even while at that, then, as the negotiations continue, we see the ceasefire in place, is there recognition of wrongdoing, and this is in attacking Iran wrongfully, for us to say there is progress towards having lasting peace?
We had several check and balance mechanisms in place, in addition to IAEA inspections. The U.S. also is a member there. All other countries are member of to the IEA, but a few of them are out of NPT. Okay. They are not a member to non-proliferation, and they are not committed. They just have built nuclear bombs, and they have it. They possess nuclear bombs, including the Israeli regime. They are a nuclear regime, and they are a real threat to others. And this regime, who is standing outside of this NPT regime, is, claiming that Iran is a threat, which is meaningless. And the United States as well, because we do believe that at this point in time, the United States is just take care of the interests of Israel, not its own national interests, and is following and playing in that ground that it has been provided by the Israeli for them. So we say that now the U.S. is a proxy to the interests of Israel, because Israel is an international threat to peace and stability, because in addition to genocide policies that they are following and implementing and doing in Palestine, they are also a nuclear entity, and they are real threat to others, to international peace and security. And by their offensive foreign policies, that is, as an expansionist regime, they are real and serious threat to the security of others and international security. So, but since they are repeating again and again and again that Iran, we are attacking Iran because we wanted to eliminate a threat, a nuclear threat. After bombing and destroying all the facilities, I cannot believe it, because there has, as they claim, has not remained to be worried about. Why they continue their aggression, and still they are threatening to to again attack. So these are showing that, and these are demonstrating that the kind of justifications that they are brought to the public, it's just for convincing their, feeding their people inside and outside, because they need such kind of justification. But otherwise they are not. It's not easy for them to resort to attacks or military attacks.
But the conflict has been U.S., Israel, Iran. It started with the attack on Iran by the Israeli. But in the deal that we're hearing now, it is U.S.-Iran deal. Where is Israel in all this? But
if you take a look into the terms of this memorandum of understanding, in the first paragraph, it indicating clearly that U.S. and its allies, and it means that the U.S. and its allies, as you mentioned, the Israeli regime was also committed
to this
or
end.
should be committed to these terms. And one of the agreements that they reached under this agreement is an immediate and a total stop on aggression and wars in the region, including, and it has been named, in Lebanon. So Israeli regime is already committed there, and the continuation of aggression and killing the people and attacks by Israeli regime against the people of Lebanon was one of the reasons that Iran, for one time or two times, has just argued that under such circumstances, as they are still going on with their aggressions, we cannot be to stay silent and not to defend the people of Lebanon, because it is a part of this agreement. And if they are not going to respect that, we will not be able to not to respond. And that's why again, the United States and the Trump also again put its pressure on Israel to bring it under this kind of agreement.